an earthquake rumbled through the valley. Players looked around in confusion, wondering if the boss was going berserk. A small group decided to go take a look. One of them grumbled about where that damn Shadow was. He figured even Shadow could not beat this boss. That was why he was not coming. Then another player shouted for them to come see. The boss was gone. The ground had cracked open. Someone joked that maybe the earthquake had killed the boss. A calm voice informed them that they could leave. "And you told them that Shadow had already taken care of the boss." They were in disbelief. 10 minutes, no one saw him arrive. No one saw him leave. The boss simply ceased to exist. The players were stunned. They had been doubting whether Shadow could even beat this boss. And now, in just over 10 minutes, the boss was gone. They had not even noticed him show up. Weren't these bosses supposed to resurrect? How had he managed that? One of them admitted he was starting to understand the higher-ups' decision now. Better late than never. Qin Feng reviewed his haul. The loot was good this time. He had reached level 14. The 7 bosses, combined with Greedy Hand, gave him a total of 294 evolution points. Most importantly, he had obtained the Ancient God tablet. With how it worked, the authorities would not figure it out for at least a month, and their losses would be devastating. 1 tablet, 7 bosses, and a future advantage. Not a bad afternoon's work. The cursed tablet of the Calamity God contained the cursed power of the ancient Calamity God. Utos, its active use allowed him to attach a curse to any equipment. The curse would randomly grant 1 buff and 1 debuff based on his profession and the equipment's traits. He decided to attach it to his Black Flame gift, piercing leather armor. The emerald-grade armor that reduced enemy defense and elemental resistance by up to 35%. The curse applied with a big fanfare. The buff increased the maximum stack count of Black Flame to 15 layers. The debuff reduced the equipment's base stats by 31%. Black Flame's stack limit increased to 15 layers. With this, he could push a boss's defense and elemental resistance into the negatives. As expected from an Ancient God tablet buff, the debuff was nothing in comparison. A curse that was mostly a blessing. The Ancient Gods had interesting definitions. Next, he wanted to evolve a skill. He decided the Evolve Instant Shadow/2 Legendary and see what new effect he would get. He consumed 210 evolution points. He had 115 evolution points remaining. He evolved Instant Shadow/ from Epic to Legendary. Blink range increased from 30 to 40 meters. Stealth duration increased from 12 to 15 seconds. It still dealt 9 slashes. Width increased from 5 to 6 meters, and each slash now dealt 700 bonus attack damage. A new effect was added. Each successful slash granted a shield equal to 100% of maximum health, stacking up to 9 times. Shields lasted up to 60 seconds. If all 9 slashes landed, his effective health became 10 times higher. His margin for error had just skyrocketed, from nearly unhittable to nearly The game's balance team had officially left the building. At his current leveling speed, he should reach level 15 in another 5 hours. By then, he could set off for the magic capital, Modu Qian. The clock was ticking. Qin Feng went back to the city's statue to use the teleportation function. Qin Xiaoyou was seen still being beaten by several women. They called her a slutty fox, a cheap whore. The abuse continued. Qin Feng noted that how were they still hitting her. He murmured that these women were brutal. After the beating, one of the women said she was exhausted. Her back hurt. Another said her hands were steaming from beating her. They decided that was enough for today. Let this be a lesson. Xiaoyou, alone and bruised, blamed everything on Qin Feng. She said she was cutting ties, and he really abandoned her. Did he not know that girls always said the opposite of what they meant? The mental gymnastics required for that statement were Olympic level. She comforted herself that it was a good thing she had signed a contract with Night Temple. She would not have to worry about survival for the next 3 years. Even if she had to hand over 50% of her lifespan, she would still have enough left. She would definitely grow faster than that shoe woman. She used a skill to heal herself in exchange of all her mana. Once she was strong, all of those who had looked down on her would see. Qin Feng just wait, and all those crazy women wait for her. Delusions of grandeur. The contract was slavery and not success. The scene shifted to the ruins of Magic City Modu. A group of players were seen fighting a boss. A tank expanded an effort to guard against the boss's attack. Meanwhile, a group of foreign players and their Daxia collaborators were hiding and studied the fight. One woman commented that Daxia men were so weak. Just one boss had taken 18 of them. So cowardly. A man told her not to say that they were trying their best. She laughed and said they were far too polite. On the inside, she added that these Daxia pigs dealt such pathetic damage. It had taken them forever to kill a single gold-tier boss. Racism and arrogance. A classic villain combination. They watched as a group of Daxia players struggled against a boss. Damage numbers flashed a few hundred at a time. The boss was almost dead. Someone shouted to push harder. They were about to deal the final hit. Then, the foreign group moved in. They killed the Daxia players and stole the loot. One of them thanked the weaklings for their hard work and for the loot. The Daxia survivors cursed. Damn it. It was the Spade Gang, that group of robbers with the mysterious Daxia woman and foreigners. How could someone stoop so low, killing their own people with foreigners? Someone tried to rally the group, saying there were only a few of them, they should all attack together. The foreign woman sneered. Trash dared to resist. She would slaughter them all. Die, you Daxia pigs. The mask came off. Not that it had been on very tight. One of the men rushed forward with 2 hammers. He struck the ground and called upon his skill. Thunder Smash Qian Shishi followed with shashes towards the group, killing all of them. She laughed that Daxia men really were all trash. She also noted that Daxia's officials had already circulated their info. But what did it matter? Daxia was just a trash heap full of weaklings. These were just regular players. There was no way they could compare to the foreign group with corporate backing. Though their real identities had not been exposed yet, to be safe, they should leave Daxia early and head to North America. There, they would form a new guild, one that hunted Daxia pigs. One of them agreed that it was a good idea. Another asked what they should name the guild. She decided to call it Alice, the Alice in Wonderland Association. Qian Shichi's pet project. The pieces were falling into place. They declared that was it for today. Time to log off and party. For the founding of the Alice Guild, let's raise hell. Shadow's next target had just painted a bullseye on herself.
Hope you enjoyed the recap. Smash that like button if you did, and subscribe for more. See you next time.